Hey y'all, sorry for the delay, but I was sick yesterday and I didn't think that puking on camera would be that good of a look, which is probably TMI. Too much ick.
Dear Diary.
So seeing as next week is the big hee-rah hurrah ha ha, like congrats, you made it, you didn't die, Real Housewives freeze frame with all my like stats on the side. I thought this week would be a good week just to kind of wrap it up and not do reflections, that's not this week, but talk about maybe what I've learned, a few lessons that I've learned along the way. First lesson, I thought that the more you work out, the easier it gets, and that is just absolutely not true. The more you work out, the stronger you get, but it shouldn't really be getting easier. If it's getting easier, you're really not pushing yourself, and if you're not pushing yourself, you're really not going to get any results by farther than what you've already gotten. So it gets better, truth, but does it get easier? Absolutely not. Speaking of getting easier, push-ups and pull-ups really don't get any easier. I guess anything with the word push in front of it, really. And they try and disguise it. They try and do like push-ups where you're jumping up and down or you're moving from side to side. You can't fool me. It is still a push-up and it still sucks. Diet. To be honest, I think most of us know what it means to eat healthy. We just choose not to. So choosing to eat healthier has been a lesson that I've learned. But once you actually kind of get into it and kind of stick to a routine of what you're eating and do a little bit more grocery shopping instead of hitting the soup box every night after the gym, it's not as bad as it seems. Also, the misconception that I'm going to lose this weight. This is kind of how I went into the program, thinking I was going to lose this weight and kind of all other problems would kind of melt away with the LBs, and that is absolutely not true. Losing weight is not the be-all, end-all, wrap it in a ribbon, put it in a bow, and send it off to UPS problem. Your insecurities and stuff will still follow you. So I think that's what Kevin tries to get across, is that it's more of a holistic thing. It's not just about working out. It's just about general self-improvement. The tried and true lesson that the word can't is kind of pretty powerful. If you're working out, don't go there. Just say I can. It doesn't matter if you're really going your hardest, even though it's great. It doesn't matter if you're pushing your hardest or you're pushing, lifting the most weight. It just matters that you're doing something, because no matter what you're doing more than you did yesterday. And if you keep doing that, you're going to be in better shape than you were yesterday, whether that's losing weight or getting stronger. So it's kind of a win-win, lose weight kind of situation. You can't lose. Another lesson is that the gym is not as intimidating as it looks, as we fear. I've realized that no one's actually really judging you. Like, no one's watching you to see how you're working out, because they're working out themselves. So really, in the end, the biggest critic that we have is ourselves. I mean, I've never watched anyone work out. The only thing I've noticed is when I'm like, what? But that's usually because they're doing something absolutely crazy that I could never do in a million years, and I'm impressed. So, finally, and the greatest lesson, save the best for last, is that Kevin Purvis is an all-star, and there is nothing that man cannot do. He offers such a holistic opportunity to be fit, and that man could probably submit himself to the Olympics. I don't even care, 2012, probably for every single sport, and he would get in. He could be like the next Bruce Jenner, which I'm all about. So, yeah, props to Kevin. Major props to Kevin. And which makes sense, because the first time I saw him, I thought that he looked like Finnick from the Hunger Games. Still does. So that's it. One more week to go, and then we see how this whole thing shakes out. Bye.